Welcome back everybody, it's OG here, and I'm back with another KSP2 video. You would probably have seen my recent video on testing the 4 Science update. I found that some things were lacking, but at least the wobbly rockets were fixed. However, I didn't think that rocketry was fixed sufficiently, at least not for me to make another rocket at this stage yet. Yet here I am playing KSP. So what am I really playing? I'll tell you. Today we're playing KERBAL Submarine Program 2. KERBAL Submarine Program 2. OG, you've built a submarine. But is it a real one? Does it really work? Yes, it is a real submarine. Yes, it does work. For those of you who may not know, I am a submariner, or at least I was, but once you're a submariner, you're always a submariner. I spent many years cruising around and things like this, so I actually know what I'm doing here. And what I'm doing is going too fast. Much too fast for periscope depth, but that's okay, because it's just a game. I haven't quite managed to sort out buoyancy. I do have ballast tanks on this thing, but they don't work very well. However, I am surprised by just how well this thing works on the whole. I'm really surprised by how well jet engines work underwater, considering the intake is also underwater, so it's sucking in water. I guess that makes it a water jet. Which is actually not unlike what I was trying to achieve. A boat like this might well use a pump jet propulsor. It is fully functional. Look at that rudder. There she's turning. Put up the nav ball. 065, 066. Coming around. And she dives very well. She has a working depth gauge. She has a nice inclinometer for the trim angle. She has a working echo sounder. It's an all-round pretty decent boat. Yes, it took me many hours to get it right. The hardest part was finding parts that can sink. Things in KSP2 don't want to sink. I built a lot of submarines that didn't sub. So I guess you could either call them marines or just ships or boats. Please, submarines are boats, not ships. Don't ever call the submarine a ship. Though it does have a ship's company. Let's not go there. Oh, I seem to have found the ground. Hello, ground. What are you doing down here? Just blow the ballast tanks a little bit, and I rise off the ground. Okay, out of interest, submarines can bottom on the surface of a seabed. Not always, and there are certain precautions before you do so, but that is a submarine thing. You can lie on the bottom of the sea. Okay, so I'm down here pretty deep now. Over 300 meters. That's pretty deep for a sub. Obviously, submarines can't go too deep, or they hit this thing called crush depth, and then things turn nasty. Okay, so what can my submarine do? Well, I've shown you that it can turn, I've shown you that it can dive. Let's show you something else. Flooding, 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 flooding in the torpedo compartment. Planes to hard rise. Motors ahead, maximum. Blow all round. Trim angle positive 30. Watch that trim angle, helmsman. Emergency surface underway. Oh, she's a beauty. please ignore the afterburner. You don't see it so much underwater. There, see, perfectly normal. No afterburner at all. Okay, OG, so your submarine goes up and down, left and right. Yeah, I can actually roll it if I want to. Shouldn't do that too much. Submarines, they do bank in high-speed turns, but typically not a submarine thing. The surface! You're not supposed to break the surface with a fin, helmsman. You are useless. Oh, I forgot to open the ballast tanks again. Sorry, we're a little bit buoyant. My bad. I opened the main vents, now we are better. Okay, I have one more little trick. Let's see if there's any comms traffic for us. Raise the communications antenna. Now, if only we could get back up to periscope depth. Come on, planesman, you suck. Engage that autopilot. There we go. Thank you, depth autopilot. Oh, we received a message. Lower the comms antenna. Message indicates enemies in the area. We have a subsurface threat warning red. We're going to have to watch ourselves. And yet, here we are, cruising around way too fast. Oh, worst captain ever. Con sonar, high speed HE bearing 070. Carry out TCMs. Launch the torpedoes. Woohoo! Yeah, I did. I built torpedoes. Okay, I know that torpedoes aren't supposed to fly. Lower the attack. But mine flies, okay? So it's more of a UGM-84 or a SM-39 missile. But don't let that worry you. Launch another torpedo! Come, launch. There we go! Torpedo away! Come on, torpedo. Break the surface. Whee! Yeah, I'm still calling it a torpedo. Too bad. It was supposed to be a torpedo, but they fly by mistake. Alright, so that is my submarine. How awesome is that? Not only did they fix the wobbly rockets, they really did a lot of good work with the water stuff. So, although I still don't like their rockets, I think I'll build a few more boats. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. I will just keep playing Kerbal Submarine Program, or Kerbal Ship Program, or whatever it's going to be. Maybe I can fix this buoyancy problem some more. Get my ballast tanks working properly. Okay. Thank you for joining me from below the surface of Kerbin for a change. OG out.